Hey YouTube, so we stayed at the Wythville KOA, it's sort of near Roanoke. This is the entrance to the Wythville KOA, and this is during the COVID-19 stuff that's going on. But all the restrictions were lightening up. So there's a little red circle kind of in the lower part where the center of the entrance was on that map, and I'll throw it back up a couple more times. So this is the pool that they show off. Unfortunately, the pool was closed due to COVID-19. So I can't really show you a whole lot about the pool, but it does look really cool. Like, it looks really well organized, and they did have the slides, but they were not running. So unfortunately, yeah, the review of the pool is not going to be that substantial, but you are going to get to see the whole campground. So they did have all the normal KOA stuff all over the place, kind of cool decorations. Very super clean. And these were some of the cabins, and hopefully, you know, if you're watching the review, it means you're considering going here, so hopefully you have the map up next to you or something. But I will put the map on the screen a couple times and try to explain where I'm at on the map so you don't get lost. But for the most part, we are walking from the entrance up to the top part of the map, along the left-hand side. This is an area where it looks like they're putting in something new. I wasn't really 100% sure what they're putting in. So here you go. Here's a map again. We are kind of in the middle of the map, going up toward the top. There is like a square set of yellow and then a little loop at the very top, and we are walking up to that loop. And this area up here seemed more secluded than the other areas. And you can see these are pretty good size campsites. I mean, it looks like really large rigs could fit back here. Now, there were some walking trails on the left side that looked like walking trails, but all of them said no trespassing, private property. So it does look like this campground is adjoining onto private property. Like right there, that looks like a walking trail, but there's a sign that says no trespassing. So for the most part, if you're going to walk around, you're going to be walking around the campground itself. You're not going to be like taking a hiking trail or anything like that. And I am cutting this video in a campground, so you're going to hear golf carts and stuff occasionally go by like that one. But I mean, you can see there's lots of shade back here, and this is the upper loop of the campground, and I believe we were walking back down from the top of the loop, and very much a lot of trees. And like I said, I mean, when we were here, this was midweek, so this was us staying here. I think it was on a Wednesday night. And Wednesday nights are typically the kind of like one of the off nights for most campgrounds. Usually the weekends are usually when they light up. So I don't know how this campground looks on the weekend. There you go, site 76. So if you want to look on the map and figure out exactly which site we just walked through, site 76 was the one that I walked through. I knew that I had done that a couple times, just so I could keep track of where I was at. These cabins here, some of them looked very small, like that one there. But you know, that's what you're paying for. They have different size cabins. There were a couple sites here that looked very interesting. This right here would be, I think, 81 and 79 on the left. They're kind of like by themselves beneath the cabins. So we're looking at the upper top of the map, and there's like 79 and 81. Very secluded. And you know, like most KOAs, you cannot request like a specific site. You can't say I want to be in a site, and like they can't guarantee that you'll be in that site. But you know, you can pick like the class of site that you want, or like which area of the campground that you want to be in when you do it. And there's a little comments box. You can type in the comments box, please, we would really like this site. And sometimes like they might honor your request, and sometimes they won't. So the internet in this park is very fast, or it was when we were here. I don't know how it is on a holiday weekend when everybody is here. But when we were here, it was fast. Now, they have this like really sophisticated internet setup. That's for the internet. That's for the Wi-Fi right there. And there was a bunch of them. And I did a Google speed test. It was about 30 megabytes download speed and just under 9 upload speed. That's good. That is really good speeds. And that was just using my laptop. And then I went to Google and I just typed in like speed test. And then like that was what Google gave me. So this is the dog park right here, where you can let the dog go off leash, and there's a little bit of a agility course in here. You You can see, you know, there's a spot where you can sit and everything, but you can get your dog to jump through the little hoops if you have a very coordinated dog. I'm sure my dog is coordinated enough to do it. It's just Grace is probably a little bit too lazy to want to do that. So right now you see the circle with like the compass in the center of the diagram. There's a little patio thing on the left. We're there. We're gonna go down into the center section of the campground now, just so you can kind of follow along with where we're at. And yeah, that barbecue grill was just sitting there. I'm assuming that when you rent the patio or use a patio, you can use that grill. I don't really know if you have to rent the patio or what you have to do to get access to that patio. So this would be the center of the campground. This would be the pull-through sites that are above like just directly above or directly attached to the pool area. And you can see right here that A-frame is the main campground entrance, and the pool would be right next to it. So it looks like these things are pretty tight. They're actually pretty generous. I've been in a lot tighter campgrounds. So like if you look, this is our camper right here with our Jeep, and if you look at the amount of grass that's like next to the camper, you could easily pull like another camper, maybe 2 campers, like between each one of these sites. Like look how the grass is obviously bigger than the roads. The outer edge ones were the longer ones where they had like the Class A's and the 5th wheels, and there were more campers here when we were here. It's just when I'm filming it, this is like after checkout. It was like maybe filmed about an hour after the checkout time, and so everybody was kind of packing up and leaving. It wasn't like packed when we were here by no means, but there was maybe twice as many campers as what you're seeing in the video when we were here. But like I said, this was on a Wednesday, and like I said, you'll see the ones that are farther away from the pool and farther away from the center clubhouse, whatever, are the ones that are bigger, and the ones that are closer seem a little bit smaller. That's a bowling alley there. It was closed. I couldn't go in there, but that's what that is. And we are currently walking down. If you're looking at the map, it would be on the right-hand side, on your right-hand side. And I'll throw the map up for a second so you can see it. And then we're going to pass a bowling alley, and now we should be walking toward the lake or the purple ones on the map. And so there's a purple ones and the lake. You can see the bottom right-hand corner, and we are next to the big brown-looking box, which is the bowling alley. So they're in the distance. That's the purple, the ones, the lower campground. And I found it very interesting. They have these like fake animals, like a fake bear and a fake horse. And Grace, like the dog that I was walking, really didn't like that bear. She thought it was like a real bear. So here's the lake and the little walking path. And as you can see, they have campers down here too. So for us, we were staying here for the night. I think a lot of people use KOAs to stay at the night. But we were just staying like one night because we were traveling to the Great Smoky Mountains from Virginia. And this was a nice kind of middle ground area for us to stop. And obviously Kimberly worked from here during the day. And then, we drove the rest of the way that evening. So we are headed back up to the upper part of the campground. That's a bowling alley on the left. And basically we're headed back to our site. So for reference sakes, we stayed in site number 7. So if you want to look at the map to kind of get a really good reference of where it's at. So I'm walking up here, and on the left-hand side, these ones next to me should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the ones on my right should be 17, 18, 19, and like I was saying, the ones that are like 9 through 20, those are on the right are the large ones, and the ones that are on the left, like 1 through 8, or even 21 to 36 on the map are the smaller ones. It doesn't mean that you can't fit something larger in it. It's just they're not like humongous. And we have a 21-foot trailer and a Jeep Gladiator, obviously, and you can see on the right those are the humongous ones, and then these are the ones that are just a little bit smaller. So please like and subscribe, and we will see you guys around.